All right, students. So as promised, we are going to now discuss the topic of rotation of auditor, section 139, subsection 2, 3, and 4. Mostly the discussions are given under section 139, subsection 2, along with, of course, rules of company audit and auditors rules 2014. All right, please ensure that at final level you are at the best of your at the best of your focus levels when we are discussing the topic of rotation of auditor, and it has been given nicely in your module, so we should not have any problems over here. Okay, yes, everyone over here, please. First of all, applicability of rotation of auditor. Get this. Applicability of section 139 subsection 2, that is rotation of auditors. All right, so when we talk about the whole topic of rotation of auditor in exams, first you are going to check whether section 139 subsection 2 is applicable or section 139 subsection 2 is not applicable. Okay, if section 139 subsection 2 is not applicable, in that case auditors can be reappointed, auditor can be reappointed after expiry of the term. Auditor can be reappointed after expiry of the term till what point of time? Until rotation becomes applicable. All right, okay. Now, if section 139 subsection 2 is applicable, naturally applicability I will straight away discuss from the module. Unnecessary, if I keep drawing charts, it is just going to waste your time. So we are going to be very clear that we are going to draw charts and stuff where it is actually required. Ye to aap very nicely given in the module. Classes of companies for rotation of auditors. So listed public companies, yes, clearly excludes 1% company as small company. So 1% company, small company, rotation not applicable. For unlisted public companies, paid up share capital greater than equal to rupees 10 crores. For all private limited companies having paid up share capital greater than equal to rupees 50 crores. And then you see this all companies. Oh, having paid up share capital of below threshold limit. So this is a private and public both. But having public borrowings from financial institutions, banks, or public deposits, greater than equal to rupees 50 crores. All right. So they say public borrowings greater than equal to rupees 50 crores. So you have to take an aggregate over here. Because when you borrow from bank or financial institution, you are basically borrowing public money. Public deposits तभी private limited company में होगा नहीं. All right. Okay. So please be careful over here with the discussion. और अगर ऐसे नहीं समझता है तो एक मिनट. Supporting note 1 ऊपर मेन चार्ट बनाऊंगा इधर and over here supporting notes. Supporting note 1 applicability. Okay, we are very clear that it excludes 1% company and small company. So don't just think about 1% company and small company. Okay, now public companies, private companies, public companies, listed, unlisted, listed, mandatory. For unlisted public companies, paid up share capital greater than equal to rupees 10 crores or public borrowings greater than equal to rupees 50 crores. Public borrowings when they are including borrowings from banks plus financial institution plus public deposits. Private companies Paid up share capital, earlier it was 20, but now since last 3 years, they have put it at 50 crores. So it has been amended. If some students are not referring to very, very old notes, then be careful. Or public borrowings greater than equal to rupees 50 crores. Of course, all of these limits are taken as per immediately preceding financial year. All of these limits are taken as per immediately preceding financial year. And remember, ये लिखा किधर नहीं है, but just to be very clear, once applicable, rotation of auditor, it is always applicable. Because you can't say that for 1 year it is applicable, now rotate, now don't rotate, now rotate, now don't rotate. Okay. So once applicable, always applicable, because जहाँ पे भी ऐसा होता है that अगर if these companies are, or if they fall below these limits, then for the next 3 years, within next 3 years, if 3 years consistently के लिए if they follow below these limits, then it won't be applicable. ऐसे जब भी ऐसा कुछ देना होता है तो law clearly लिखता है. अब जब law ऐसा नहीं लिख रहा है, then it is once applicable, always applicable. Understood this? So these are just one-time check that you have to do. Once these limits are breached, that means rotation of auditor is going to be applicable to such company. All right. So please be careful about this. Okay. As per section 139 subsection 2, now we start reading. No listed company or a company belonging to such class or classes of companies as mentioned above shall appoint or reappoint an individual as auditor for more than one term of 5 consecutive years, and an audit firm as auditor for more than 2 terms of 5 consecutive years, provided that an individual auditor who has completed his term under clause A above, the individual का और firm का अलग-अलग दिया ना, so once individual का term is over, he shall not be eligible. Now slow. Once your term is over, सबको पता है rotation में that you can't be reappointed for another 5 years. But let me be very clear, you shall not be eligible for reappointment as an auditor in the same company. Oh my God, Turula. In the same company. If I was an auditor of X Limited, let us say where rotation is applicable, if my term is over, can I be appointed as auditor of Y Limited, which is the subsidiary of X Limited? Subject to evaluation of independence, yes, but technically I don't see any restriction under the law as an auditor in the same company, not in the whole group. So you cannot be reappointed in the same company for how many years? For another 5 years from the completion of his term. Firm के लिए भी gap period तो same ही है ना, term allowed में difference है, बाकी gap period तो same ही है. So shall not be eligible for reappointment as auditor in the same company, okay, for 5 years from the completion of such term. All right. Okay. So we just need to plot this. If section 139 subsection 2 is applicable, in that case, auditor whether individual or firm cannot be reappointed in the same company for 5 years. 5 years from my birthday, 5 years from the completion of the term. Now, what is the meaning of this word term? What is the meaning of this word term? For individual, it is one term of 5 consecutive years. For firm, including LLP, of course, it is 2 terms back to back of 5 consecutive years. All right. So this is some simple plotting that we have done. Just simple plotting that we have done. All these discussions are from section 139 subsection 2, read with rule 5 and rule 6 of company audit and auditors rules 2014. All right. So now the very first doubt that students have, ये सर ऐसा क्यों लिखा है consecutive years? Let us say in between if auditor resigns, or is removed, basically आपका term अगर break हुआ, if there is any break during the term, the break has to be for 5 years. That means if there is any break, it will be deemed as expiry of the term, and it has to be for 5 years. Break has to be for 5 years. Only then we say that requirement of rotation of auditor has been fulfilled. All right. So if there is any break, in the term, then it has to be for 5 years to fulfill the requirement of the rotation. Whether auditor resigns or is removed, or there is a disqualification, any casual vacancy. All right. Okay, so be very, very careful about this. If there is any break in the term, it has to be for 5 years to fulfill the requirement of rotation of auditors. Okay, just a minute. Let us see whether they have. Yes, they have given it. नीचे मैं ना rotation का भले अलग-अलग, my sequence will be little different, but I'll cover every single line. Don't worry. If there is a break, it has to be for 5 years. All right. Okay. So that is what we discussed. If there is a break, it has to be for 5 years. Be very careful about this. Here, Radhe. A break in the term. So whenever there is a break, if the break is for a continuous period of 5 years, only then we say that, okay, you have fulfilled the requirement of rotation of auditor. All right. So any break, the break has to be for 5 years. But मुझे वो क्या provision भी दिखाना पड़ेगा ना. So that is why I am going a little slow in this discussion, because every single line, bare statement, every single bare statement should be very, very clear over here. Okay. The following points merit consideration in this regard. Of course, they have taken these points, from section, from rules, understood. Okay, वो सबका combined discussion उन्होंने दे दिया है. As on the date of appointment, no audit firm having a common partner or partners to the other audit firm whose tenure has expired in a company immediately preceding the financial year shall be appointed as auditor of the same company for a period of 5 years. Common partner. Oh, but बेटा मेरे को एक और चीज डिस्कस करना है. ये तो ठीक है, 3 stars कर रहा हूँ, because there is one more point which needs to be discussed along with this. Yes. इधर देखो तो. So one point is actually from section, one point is from rules, but both of them need to be connected. The incoming auditor or the audit firm shall not be eligible if such auditor or audit firm is associated with the outgoing auditor or audit firm under the same network. Okay. Explanation 1. For the purposes of these rules, the term same network includes the firms operating or functioning hitherto or in future. या तो already network है, या in future they work under the same brand name, trade name or common control. नहीं, इसका तो detailed discussion लगेगा. Focus over here. So supporting note 2 now. Supporting note 2. We understand one thing, that incoming auditor should not be associated with the outgoing auditor. अब ये discussion दो बार हुआ है rotation में. One discussion is in the section and one discussion is in the rules. Okay. One discussion is in the section, one discussion is in the rules. Okay. So one is as on the date of appointment. जब incoming auditor appoint हो रहा है, as on the date of appointment, if incoming auditor and outgoing auditor have common partners, all the possible questions that you can get at final C we are going to discuss. Relax, but it will be a little slow discussion because rotation of auditor is extremely important. As on the date of appointment, incoming auditor and other auditor and outgoing auditor, if they have common partners, in that case incoming auditor cannot be appointed. In fact, for another 5 years it is not eligible for appointment. एक बार जाके line देख लेते हैं क्या please? Look at this. Have common partner or partners to the other audit firm. कौन सा audit firm? Outgoing firm जिसका tenure has expired in a company and stuff. Immediately preceding the final, ठीक है, shall be appointed. Look at this. No audit firm which has common partners with the outgoing auditor shall be appointed as an auditor of the same company for a period of 5 years. So incoming auditor cannot be appointed for a period of 5 years. All right. Okay. दूसरा requirement है that was incoming auditor and outgoing auditor should not function under the same network. So they should not be under the same network. And same network का उन्होंने definition दिया हुआ है, that what do you mean by same network? Look at this. You see this explanation? For the purposes of these rules, the term same network includes the firms operating or functioning hitherto or in future. Sorry, not just keeping well. For the purpose of these rules, the term same network includes the firms operating or functioning hitherto or in future under the same brand name, trade name, or common control. Hitherto or in future. Oh, the same brand name, trade name, or they have a common controlling owner. But एक मिनट, मुझे किस में इंटरेस्ट था पता है? Hitherto or in future. So ये जो situation है, whether this is, let us say, whether this is the situation as on the date of appointment or in future. That means during the term of the incoming auditor. So whether as on the, मैं ऐसा case study create करता हूँ, as on the date of appointment, incoming auditor and outgoing auditor were not network firms. Hear me out carefully. As on the date of appointment, incoming auditor and outgoing auditor were not the network firms. But later on, after incoming auditor got appointed, that incoming auditor came into the same network with the outgoing auditor. In future, after 6 months or 12 months or so, let us say they came into the same network. Now both the firms are functioning under the same brand name, trade name. No. Then incoming auditor will have to immediately vacate and cannot be appointed for another 5 years. Because they have entered into the same network, even though it happened in future and not as on the date of appointment, still, no, incoming auditor will have to vacate his office immediately. But सिर्फ अगर कॉमन पार्टनर्स है, कॉमन पार्टनर्स, ओनली कॉमन पार्टनर्स, यार there is a problem in the section. Section ने बोला that as on the date of appointment, if incoming auditor and outgoing auditor has got common partners, then incoming auditor cannot be appointed for a period of another 5 years. But my question is, what if after appointment of incoming auditors, let us say they develop some common partner with outgoing auditor. All right, after appointment, incoming auditor and outgoing auditor, they develop common partners. Students, technically this is not getting covered by the section. I'm talking only about section 139 subsection 2, 3, ये सब में क्या cover हो रहा है, क्या cover नहीं हो रहा है. Technically not covered by the section. However, in order to maintain independence, as per code of ethics, no, this should not be allowed. In order to maintain independence as per code of ethics, this should not be allowed. All right. And students, anyways, when I was discussing network firm guidelines with you, वहां पे भी हमने discuss किया था that was this rotation of auditor के provisions, will apply to the network firm also. Though, so incoming auditor, outgoing auditor, if they are network, the incoming auditor cannot be appointed. So the code of ethics has given in the strictest words that don't just manipulate the rotation of auditor provisions, and violate your independence. So technically, after appointment, if incoming auditor and outgoing auditor, if they have common partners, because sirf common partner hona is not, that does not even develop a network. समझ में आ रहा है क्या problem है? Just because if two firms have a common partner, but they are not sharing some strategies and stuff, तो no profit sharing, cost sharing ऐसा भी नहीं है, और cooperation भी नहीं है, तो network भी नहीं होता ना technically. तो network firm guidelines भी, it is possible, perfectly possible that incoming auditor and outgoing auditor, they have common partners, or and they are not even network. समझ में आ रहा है? So in that case, what to do? Institute का network firm guidelines भी not applicable. Then यहाँ पे भी सिर्फ लिखा है as on the date of appointment. But this is perfectly possible that this situation is not getting covered under any law or guideline. Then in that case, please understand, in order to maintain independence as per code of ethics, this arrangement should not be allowed. And exactly this question was asked in May 17. May 17, this question was asked. Yes. So if you think that institute is not going to go to this level, then you are wrong, boss. All right, that is why in rotation of auditor, देखो मेरे को पता है कहाँ पे portion fast जाना है, कहाँ पे slow जाना है. Rotation of auditor is extremely sensitive for final CA. We just cannot mess around with it. Okay, students, आराम से. I want to discuss all such points which can be controversial and can be asked at final CA level. Okay, ये क्या है देखो तो. If a partner who is in charge of an audit firm and also certifies the financial statements of the company, engagement partner, वरना ऐसा फर्म का कोई इंचार्ज नहीं होता है. फॉर एवरी ऑडिट वी हैव एंगेजमेंट पार्टनर. रिटायर्स फ्रॉम द सेड फर्म, रिटायर्स, मतलब ही इज लीविंग वन फर्म एंड जॉइन्स अनदर फर्म. कॉमन पार्टनर नहीं है, कॉमन पार्टनर नहीं है. Is leaving one firm and joining another firm of chartered accountants, then such other firm shall also be ineligible to be appointed for a period of 5 years. Yes, because in order to avoid this common partner wala problem, ye chartered accountants were getting into such arrangements. So supporting note 3, wait, इसमें भी controversial discussion है. Supporting note 3, that was if ABC firm is the auditor of X Limited, and let us say that Mr. A is the engagement partner. Let us say that ABC firm's term expires. ABC firm's term expires. Okay. Then let us say Mr. A resigns from ABC firm, and joins PQR firm. Then students, can I say that ABC firm and PQR firm now have common partners, common? Arey nahi yaar, kya? Have you consumed some substance or what? Please understand, resigns from ABC firm and joins PQR firm. So now this rule says that PQR firm is ineligible for appointment. PQR firm is ineligible for appointment of auditor of X Limited, for getting appointed as an auditor of X Limited, because engagement partner from a यार नहीं, थोड़ा दिन कोरोना ना हो तो भी बहुत है. Okay, so engagement partner from ABC firm has resigned, and has joined PQR firm. So PQR firm is ineligible for appointment as an auditor of X Limited. Naturally, students will have doubt. Sir, what if Mr. B or Mr. C had resigned? What if Mr. B or Mr. C had resigned, who were not the engagement partners, and they joined PQR firm? तो कोई problem ही नहीं होता. Please understand. तो ABC and PQR में common partners भी नहीं है, because Mr. B and Mr. C have resigned from ABC. Please understand, and joined PQR. तो common partners भी नहीं है. Provided I'm assuming कि they are not even in the same network. Understood this? क्वेश्चन में डिटेल नहीं है तभी अज्यूम तो नहीं कर सकते that they are under same network. So common partner नहीं है, same network नहीं है. Mr. B and Mr. C were not even the engagement partners. They have resigned from ABC firm, joined PQR firm. What is the issue, man? Otherwise, people won't be able to shift firms also. What is the problem? What is the issue, man? There is no issue at all. Understood this? So that is why PQR firm, अगर non-engagement partners resign करते हैं, then in that case PQR firm can be appointed, not an issue at all. और ये जो है ना, Mr. A resigns from ABC firm and joins PQR firm, this is not only as on the date of appointment. As on the date of appointment में तो ठीक है, but in future also. ये दोनों, whether as on the date of appointment or in future, during the whole course of term of PQR firm, Mr. A should ensure that he is not joining PQR firm, resigning from ABC, joining PQR. अगर ऐसा PQR allow करता है, then PQR will have to vacate. ये जो खाली as on the date of appointment वाला है ना, ये problem इधर ही है common partner में. All right, okay. Now, students, I need to discuss something, and I will create a little bit more controversy. इधर देखो तो. So what I do is, we are going in a sequence in which students can understand. Okay. Yes, just a minute. So please understand, we started the rotation of auditor discussion from here, and then we have moved ahead. ये ठीक है, ये हम लोग करते हैं, don't worry. वो पूरा calculation करते हैं, but I want you to read this line. Subject to the provisions of this act, members of a company may resolve to provide that. So members can pass a resolution at the meeting and they can decide. Resolve to provide that means they can pass a resolution and they can decide that ये जो firm appoint हुआ है ना, firm in the audit firm appointed by it, the auditing partner and his team shall be rotated at such intervals as may be resolved by the members. मैं खाली अभी ये discuss किया है. Sir, what about the next line? Sir, what about the line above that? Wait, I'll finish all the lines, but please go in my sequence. Okay. So, supporting note 4, this is given under the sections. Supporting note 4. So, members of the company can pass a resolution for rotation of partners along with rotation of partners along with audit team. Of course, in case of audit firm, this is possible. No? अच्छा, in which manner, कैसे manner, 2-2 साल में पार्टनर चेंज होगा, 3-3 साल में कैसे? This is just internal rotation during that term of 10 years, 5 2 times जो 10 years है ना, so उसमें खाली एक internal rotation है. So how it will be done? In the manner as decided by the members in the resolution. So how it will be done? Then members are going to decide through the resolution. All right. Okay. Why I taught this at this point of time? Why this sequence? Because now it adds some more spice to the previous discussion. Some more spice to the previous discussion. So let us say that here ABC firm was appointed as an auditor of X Limited. Year 1, 2, 3. A 4, 5, 6. A. Can A continue? Of course, yes. For a firm, so 5 years 2 times, hai na? So one partner can represent. It's not like one partner can audit only for 5 years or something. A. Now let us say members pass a resolution. Now members pass a resolution. They want change of partners. 7B, 8B, 9B. Let us say they again pass a resolution, or they have decided that after every 3 years partners need to be rotated. So we 3 saal ho gaya. Now for the year 10th year, C was the engagement partner. Oh. So in the 10th year, C was the engagement partner. All right. Now please focus over here. Now let us say if Mr. A resigns, abhi idhar upar jata hai. Mr. A resigns from ABC firm and joins PQR firm. Not a problem at all. Boss, we need to check who was the engagement partner as on the expiry of the term. ये सब जो discussion होता है ना, as on the expiry of the term, we need to check who is the engagement partner. So here, who is the engagement partner as on the expiry, sir? C. So समझो 9 years A ने किया, अरे आप अभी 10 combination बनाओगे ना, even if 10 combinations, my statement is not going to check a change. We need to check the engagement partner as on the expiry of the term. Of course, since these exact situations are not discussed by law, but yes, what we need to do is we need to check engagement partner as on the expiry of the term. However, अगर ऐसा केस स्टडी आता है कि 3 साल इसने किया, 3 साल इसने किया, 3 साल इसने किया, ऐसा अगर केस स्टडी आ रहा है, then in that case, if Mr. A resigns, but let us say Mr. A was not the engagement partner as on the expiry of the term, so naturally he was not certifying the financial statements of the company when ABC firm's term got over, then in that case, he can just join PQR, not a problem. But yes, we should just write one line that PQR should evaluate its independence and then accept the audit. So be careful about this. Be very, very careful about this. जब भी ABC firm का term खत्म होता है, let us say in the 4th year, let us say ABC firm resigned. ABC firm ने resignation दे दिया. They don't want to continue as auditor of X Limited. So ABC firm resigned. Understood this? Then in that case, ABC firm का term इधर खत्म हो गया. Then अभी जब term खत्म हुआ, when the term was expired, who was the engagement partner? A. तभी A पे applicable होगा that A resigns, joins PQR, and then PQR cannot be appointed as an auditor. Very, very clear about here. We are very clear about this situation. All right. So please, check who was the engagement partner as on the expiry of the term. All right. Now please focus over here, students. We are done with lots of sensitive discussions when it comes to rotation of auditor. Of course, some more discussions are pending. Now we are going to calculate the term. Although beta, the discussion that I'm going to do now, does not have a lot of importance in practical life, but what to do, man, they have still given it in the modules. So we will have to discuss it. I cannot avoid that discussion. All right, look at this discussion. Every company existing on or before the commencement of this act, which is required to comply with the provisions of this subsection, shall comply with the requirements of this subsection within a period which shall not be later than the date of the first AGM of the company held within a period specified under subsection 1 of section 96. ठीक है, वो don't worry. After 3 years from the date of commencement of this act. So within a period of 3 years of the date of commencement of this act, they need to ensure. अभी commencement हुआ financial year 14-15 में. So financial year 14-15, 15-16, 16-17. तो 16-17 का जो AGM है, तब तक you should comply. But that is over now, man. We are what in 21-22 now. For how many years they are going to give this discussion? Okay. So students, focus over here. ये rules के अंदर दिया है. In the case of an auditor, whether an individual or audit firm, the period for which the individual or the firm has held office as auditor prior to the commencement of the act shall be taken into account for calculating the period of 5 consecutive years or 10 consecutive years as the case may be. Okay. Now students, please focus. They can still ask this question because abhi tak 10-15 years nahi hua hai na Companies Act ko. So firm ka example leke they can still twist and ask, and they can ask you to calculate their whole term of the firm and stuff. All right. So either this we have discussed what supporting note 4. Now supporting note 5. Supporting note 5. So 2 lines which you should never forget, that every company existing on or before commencement of this act. अपने लिए तो financial year 14-15 onwards ये चालू हुआ. So every company existing on or before commencement of this act, which is required to comply with the provisions. देखो मैं भी writing practice कर रहा हूँ, आप भी करो ना ऐसा थोड़ा. Is required to comply with the provisions. Shall comply within 3 years after the commencement of this act. मतलब जब तीसरे साल का AGM जो है वहां तक comply कर देना. Commencement of this act. Okay. That is one statement which you should never forget. And second statement, that period served by the auditor before commencement of the act shall be taken into account. Shall be taken into account for calculating the term of 5 or 10 consecutive years as the case may be. अभी वो proprietor है तो 5 years, firm है तो 2 terms of 5 years, तो 10 years ऐसा. Okay. Now based upon this पूरा table कैसे बनता है? Period served before commencement of the act. So basically 3 साल का transition period मिल रहा है, transition period. All right. Transition period. So let this be column 1, let this be column 2. So column 1 plus 2 is your column 3. Total period served. And then we are going to check, that after the total period served, kya aur bhi period de sakte hai. So all the auditors of all the companies, even though the companies were covered by the rotation of auditor, एक one time adjustment के लिए everyone was given 3 years to adjust, जैसे हम demonetization के बाद we got 50 days to exchange the notes. So whenever there are revolutionary provisions, it's a transition period मिलता है. So total period served, and then we need to check whether more additional period can be given. Okay. So let us say if auditor is a proprietor, so let us create two different scenarios. एक let us say he has just served 1 year before commencement of the act. फाइनेंशियल 14-15 में कमेंस हो और ये लेटेस्ट ये 13-14 में एक ही साल सर्व किया उसने बिफोर कमेंसमेंट ऑफ द एक्ट. और लेटेस्ट से ही हैज सर्व्ड 20 years बिफोर कमेंसमेंट ऑफ द एक्ट. टू एक्सट्रीम एग्जांपल्स ले लिया सो दैट स्टूडेंट्स को कोई डाउट ही ना रहे. एंड लेट अस से दैट partnership firm, let us say 1 year, 2 years, and let us say 30 years. अभी आई होप इससे ज्यादा एग्जांपल नहीं चाहिए आपको. All right, okay, so let us understand this. So transition period सबको 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. I'm assuming that this company is supposed to comply with the provisions of rotation of auditor. One person company, small company है तो चढ़ मत जाना. Look at this. 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Okay. 1 plus 3, 4. 20 plus 3, 23. 1 plus 3, 4 years. 2 plus 3, 5 years. 30 plus 3, 33 years. So additional period can, whether additional period can be given. तो ये जो column 3 है total period served, you need to compare this with the term allowed. Compare this with the term allowed. अभी proprietor के केस में term allowed क्या है? Term allowed क्या है? 5 years. Partnership firm के केस में term allowed. Just tell me in the number of years. I said 2 terms, but consecutive terms of 5 years. So yes. So इधर देखो. Either 1 year can be given additional. Yes. इधर 0. इधर 10 है ना? तो अभी 10 minus 4. Okay, 6. इधर 5 दे सकते हैं और इधर 0. All right, that is how you derive this. If at all they ask you some kind of case study, if they try to इसको क्या बोलते हैं अपन ट्विटर में #blast from the past. Understood this? So if they try to connect with all these years that have gone by, then in that case you should be ready to answer this. Okay. So students, we have discussed all the critical points. Let us see now what we have missed out in the discussion of rotation of auditors. All right. Now we will just discuss the balance points. Okay, so here we have first, ये देखो यहाँ से मॉड्यूल में चालू हुआ टॉपिक ऑफ रोटेशन ऑफ ऑडिटर्स. Here we have first the discussion of applicability of rotation. Okay, then the basic section of rotation 139.2 where the terms are given and the gap period is given. Okay, in the same company you cannot be reappointed for another 5 years. Okay, only you cannot be reappointed or your network firms also cannot be उसका बहुत डिटेल डिस्कशन हुआ अपना कॉमन पार्टनर्स एंड नेटवर्क फर्म्स का, दिस एंड द नेटवर्क फर्म्स. ये टर्म का कैलकुलेशन है, टर्म का कैलकुलेशन, ट्रांजिशन पीरियड वगैरह एवरीथिंग इज डिस्कस्ड ओवर हियर. If there is a break in the term, then in that case boss you just cannot be cannot be reappointed for another 5 years. Okay, ये illustrations पढ़ लेना, very good illustrations. मे बी आपका डाउट्स क्लियर हो जाएगा. हाँ ये ठीक है यार, आईसीए का क्लैरिफिकेशन था एज ऑन 30 सितंबर 2016. वो क्या था, इन केस ऑफ ऑडिट ऑफ लिस्टेड एंटिटी SQC1 के अंदर देयर इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ रोटेशन ऑफ एंगेजमेंट पार्टनर आफ्टर अ प्री डिफाइंड पीरियड, नॉर्मली नॉट मोर देन 7 years. वो एंगेजमेंट पार्टनर को रोटेट करना है नॉट मोर देन 7 years. अभी सिंस SQC1 इज एप्लीकेबल फ्रॉम अप्रैल 2009, तो उसका 7 years कब से खत्म हो रहा था? So 15-16 year तक आते आते 7 years खत्म हो रहा था. So from April 1, 2016, as per SQC1 rotation was required. However, then Companies Act came into picture. उन्होंने 3 साल दिया, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17. So actually Companies Act में rotation was required from 17, 18. तो 1 साल का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था, इनकंसिस्टेंसी हो रहा था. So इंस्टीट्यूट ने बोला that please forget SQC1, please follow Companies Act and rotation will be done from 17, 18 year. Understood this? So और ठीक है यार, this is gone now, but just आपको मैंने clarification दिया that what is given, otherwise you will say module में नहीं पढ़ाया. Okay, It is also, this is your 139 subsection 3. It is also been provided that right of the company to remove an auditor or the right of the auditor to resign from such office of the company shall not be prejudiced. Arey beta, if auditor wants to resign, he can resign na during the term. If company wants to remove, then company can also remove, of course, after following the prescribed procedures. Rotation of auditor is not a bond that auditor must complete 5 years or must complete 10 years, and company, under any situation cannot remove the auditor. So it's not a bond. All right, we are not bonded laborers, we are not articles. Okay, sorry. Then if in any AGM, members can pass a resolution that audit shall be conducted by more than one auditor, that is joint audit. बट ये तो हमको पता ही है कि जॉइंट ऑडिट को लेके देयर आर नो स्पेसिफिक सेक्शंस. यही लिखा है, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन मेंबर्स रेजोल्यूशन वेदर दे वांट टू गो फॉर जॉइंट ऑडिट और नॉट, और द डायरेक्टर्स रिकमेंडेशन. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू जॉइंट ऑडिट, देयर इज वन मोर लाइन दैट आई वांट टू फिनिश ऑफ. जस्ट अ मिनट. ये देखो तो, where a company has appointed 2 or more individuals or firm or a combination thereof as joint auditors, the company may follow the rotation of auditor in such a manner that both or all of the joint auditors, as the case may be, do not complete their term in the same year. So company has to follow rotation in such a manner that all the joint auditors do not retire in the same year. That company has to decide, that was proper thoda form karna chahiye. All right, okay. And then ये ठीक है यार, ये तो सबको पता ही है that audit committee has to recommend the name of individual or firm as an auditor to the board, then board agrees disagrees, ये सब discussion वहाँ पहले हो गया. They have just again printed it over here. All right, okay. Then these discussions are also done. All right. ये ठीक है यार, network firm भी is network firm is also not eligible for appointment. अभी they are just repeating these lines. They are just repeating these lines. They are just repeating these lines. All right, and this calculation I've just given it in my manner. No, they have given 3 columns. I've broken down columns into 4, and so that students can clearly understand how the calculations are done. All right, finally we are done with the topic of rotation of auditor. All right, so now I want to wind up the discussion of appointment of auditor, but let me just finish it off in the next video. This video is exclusively for rotation of auditor. All right, okay, so that you can share with your friends also, because this is a little bit more sensitive topic. Please go through the notes, ensure that you are reading everything properly. All right, thank you so much.